what we like to do for anybody that might not be familiar with you is kind of start this thing off with, we're always curious about how people get into the industry. Was it I knew right away this is what I want to do? Did you kind of fall into it by accident? How'd you get
Yeah,
started?
fell over ass backwards into this industry. Um, it was honestly nothing that was ever on my list of things to do. To be an actor, to be in film, nothing like that. I had a pretty good career about 3 careers ago. I was the director of safety and loss prevention at the Hyatt Regency in New Orleans, and we had a little weather about 20 years ago in a couple of months. You might have heard about. But
Yep.
I was at work when that happened, and then right after that happened, that November, I met the Ernest Collins, who was at that time Mayor Nagin's director for arts and entertainment, at an opening of a hotel because everything was just starting to try to be rebuilt. And they were featuring Kermit Ruffins and Irvin Mayfield. Gonna be a little trumpet battle to give the people something to come out. So I went out,
Nice.
man. It was because of my love for music and getting out of the hotel that I was at to go over and have some fun. That and my love of Heineken's, because a gentleman was passing with a tray of ice cold Heineken's, man. And I said, my man, let me get one of them Heineken's. And when he passed by, I grabbed one Heineken. And I thought to myself, well, really, you got 2 hands. Why wouldn't you just get, 2 beers? So I said, hold up, my man.
That's right.
And it was that movement that caused me to get that second Heineken. That when I turned around, I saw Ernest Collins. He and I started a conversation, and when I was telling him what was going on, he would say, "Well, really, you never left." I said, "No, man, I've been here the whole time." And he said, "Well, I literally just got off the phone with Spike Lee's people. Would you mind if I gave them your information to contact you?" I said, "No, man, I don't mind one bit. Just, go ahead and do that." And that was 20 years ago.
Mm.
And for whatever reason, when the levees broke, he featured me in When the Levees Broke, and man, the phone started ringing.
Yeah.
I cannot even tell you. I say to people today, I don't know what they see when they see me because I just see me. But whatever they see, they like. So hell, let's go for it, right? And but that's what happened, man. I got show on TBS, and then Treme,
Yep.
David
Hmm.
Simon, and Eric Overmeyer, which was huge. And after that, the big thing came. I walked away from a six-figure salary because it was an opportunity to film Benji for Netflix, the remake of
Yes.
the classic Benji. So I wasn't gonna, I've been a boss. I was a boss. So I know an employee couldn't come to me and ask me for 8 weeks off and then want to come back to work. You're going to have to make a decision. You
That's
can't
right.
stay home with your foot on third. It's not going to happen. Right. So talked to my boss, my wife, 40 years in August,
There you
and
go.
then stepped out on faith and said my prayers. And now 55 films and television shows later, here we are.
Mm.
And
Oof.
that's literally how
Wow.
that is
Wow.
literally how it happened. It was never, ever on my list of things to do. I kid you not.